And we're started.
This takes place a couple, I'll say, on the new day after the others returned. Tryphon dropped off Gorgle with the others, and I feel like with the witch and all that, checked in and everything, delivered the promised goods back, and showed off initially what they earned. Little like, oh, look what I got. And I'll ask this early. Tryphon, Agate, and Cupronickel. Do you guys share about Adeline?
I think Tryphon would mention it. He'd probably be mildly miserable that he nearly failed at, not keeping the lesson from going nuts.
So, is there any initial reaction off that one, Orlain?
I think there's a raised eyebrow of like, huh. I thought she was busy. But nothing else.
Alright. So now we will begin a downtime session. Where I asked you guys a little bit before session, and to my mistake, I thought I ran it by everybody the other day that we were going to have a downtime session for about a month, essentially. It is a whole month of just you guys doing little things before you pack up and head to your next point.
With all the scenes we want to do, it'll probably take 2 sessions. You realize that, right?
I do realize that. And everything that you guys do want to do will not always get done, but bullshit. I told Ray. I told you, right, Ray? It will be in our notes.
No, because I left the last session early for EPs.
Oh, shit! Okay.
I literally only think you told me and Tryphon. I think you only told us.
No,
Yeah.
Nia was there. I gave one before session and then after session. So Nia knows. It's literally fucking 3 out of 5 people. Okay. My bad. So we'll go down sort of a... I'll ask you guys, how do you want to do this? Do you want to go this through a rolled method, or do you want to go by whoever calls dibs first?
I don't mind either. Because
I will say, if anything. Oh, I was just going to say, if anything involves Tryphon, it's either going to have to be done at the top of session or near the end of session, because I should be able to pop back in after I pick Aurora up.
All right. You were saying, Orlain?
If it's a called dibs method, you know that half of the people here have decision paralysis, so I'll have to step in by force.
All right, so we'll do rolled then.
I love calling out everybody in the server.
Yeah, call everybody out in the server. All right. There's 1, 2,
Sometimes
3.
I call dibs.
So I'm gonna roll a d6. Agate is 1, Aurelia 2, Cupronickel 3, Orlain 4, Tryphon 5, and me, I'm 6. So I'll be dealer's choice. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Rolling 2d6.
Da-da-da!
So the first one is 3, and that would be Cupronickel, and the next one is 5, which would be Tryphon. Of you two, which one wants to go first?
Is Cupronickel...
I'll have Tryphon go first, just so
All
or
right.
they won't feel rushed.
All right. I have dice for everybody, so I'm going to be rolling a little bit more. Tryphon, of the things that
Yes.
I asked you in private, which one do you want to handle first? I'll say this can take a week, or this can be done in a day or a week, depending on what you want to do.
I think you would go for the training first.
All right. So, are you doing this solo, or have you asked Izanami?
He probably would have checked with Izanani, see if she was available for it.
Okay, check with Izanani, see if she's available for it. Would Izanani be available for it? She would not. Not for the time. She would not be available initially. She would be available later on in the week if you wanted to wait. But if you wanted to just jump on the training right now, you can do it by yourself, and we'll count the roll that you did earlier. The rolls you did earlier.
He would, if she's not available, he would at least start out solo.
Describe how you are training your hemocraft. Your transformation and hemocraft with your Bloodhunter weapon.
Blood
Sorry.
under.
Yeah, I warbled a little bit. My bad. So,
So. But yeah, he probably would try to imitate what he had seen Izanani do at first when he saw her do the little storm thing in the fields.
the draw her hand against the blade and spread it out, or the
Yeah.
draw or summon these little cloud of rain.
Summon
did
a
two
little cloud
things.
of rain.
Okay, so survival check. I asked you to give me a survival and an Arcana check. You gave me Arcana. That was 16. The DC to beat is roll from her against her spell modifier. You beat that, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I think a 16 beats a 13. So you are able to feel. You slice your hand against the blade, and you feel the bounce of electricity as your flesh is sort of torn a bit. Your blood connecting with the blade, creating that little crackle of electricity.
Okay. Yeah.
And you begin to focus on drawing out more than just the electricity. You begin to focus on the cumulus, the cloud itself that a thunder would come from, that this sort of lightning and thunder would come from. And you draw your hand more. You would need to draw your hand from base to tip to perform that sort of thing. And with a 15 on survival, you take 4 points of slashing damage.
Could be a lot worse.
And you don't have like the cloud of control that she had, but you have this small ball that is sort of rumbling with lightning and pulsating. And it is a small little ball of a cloud. What do you do next with it? Do you let it fall, or do you kind of like imitate her motion and like try and see what she did with her fingers? Because it was a lot of wrist, hand, and Arcana that she used.
He would try to imitate what she did. He's both basically copycatting her right now to try to get sort of like sort of like when you're training and you have to shadow someone and you end up copying what they do initially.
All right. So you do that, give me real quick. Run me a history check, DC 18, to see if you can remember the exact hand movements and the way that her arcana flew, like motioned through her, flowed through her.
Okay. So, and I finally figured out where the fucking advantage was coming from and all of that. It's the Hunter's Bane thing. So I don't have it for this.
Oh.
Rip.
You try and you try and you try to remember, and you just you just go. And it's like a bouncy ball, boing, 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 a good 5-6 feet away from you before it just goes. And it's like when a Lizalfo draws their bow and fires a lightning arrow at a puddle of water, it just goes in electricity. So that sort of just happens with a small cloud circle, and it lasts for like 3-4 seconds, and then just goes and is puff of smoke. Clouds rising. It was all damage, no actual all damage, no actual what is it? Rain.
Disappointment. Yes.
Alright, give me another set of rolls.
Okay.
Arcana and survival. I will ask this important question. Do you use the same hand, or do you switch hands to draw new blood?
He probably would use the same hand to avoid fucking up both of his hands with this.
Okay.
Well, that's a nat fucking 1 for the Arcana roll.
Now give me the survival.
I'm not
There's
doing great.
Okay, so you take another 6 points of damage. From 2d8, another 6 points of damage, and there's no magic this time. Your hand just sort of deepens the wound a little bit, and it hurts. Hurts a lot, and you kind of just have to take a moment, catch your breath, center your mind, do what you need to. You have to. There's no role, there's no character decision. You have to take this moment to calm yourself, because that was part of your training. You never do this with an excitable mind. You always do this focused, practiced.
He
So good.
takes.
Yeah.
He takes that moment.
Yep. Take that moment. And a good 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, finally 30 minutes pass, and you feel like in all that 30 minutes of pure silence with nothing but you, the sounds of nature, and the intent to calm yourself through whatever meditative means. If it means just laying back into a tree and unwinding, or if it means healing your wound with a healer's kit, doesn't matter. You take that time. And you're good to go. Give it another go if you want to.
Yeah, he's going to give it another go. It's
Okay.
the same hand still.
Okay.
Are you fucking me? Another
You
nat
feel-
1.
Yep. But give me the survival check real quick.
Oh, Christ. That's a 21 at least.
Okay, so you take the lesser of these two. You take 2 points of damage, and blood soaks the blade entirely, and you do not feel the lightning coming off of this anymore, and it's infuriating you. And you feel that infuriation kind of soak into your blade, and you watch as the steel sort of hums this electric energy. You have not done what you were trying to do, but you have splattered enough blood on the blade for it to have soaked in enough to fully, essentially, like, electrocharge the steel of the glaive. What do you do with it?
He chooses to stab it into the ground to ground it, basically. Try to discharge without causing any damage.
You ground it sort of like a one-handed lunge, like a little into the ground. If I had a spear, for example, I'd have the pole arm tucked under my armpit, and it'd be like a fencer's lunge with a injured hand retreated, dominant hand leading, and you catch it, and it goes in a spider web sort of as it releases all that built up blood surge into one kind of extenuated reach. So it gives this extended reach, and it hits a tree, kind of cracking the tree a little bit open. Where you see the core of the tree is sort of like hurt. It has been seared, as if from a lightning bolt hit it from the ground up.
May I be silly?
Go ahead. If
Hey,
Tryphon
Tryphon.
gives permission, go for it.
I already gave permission.
Go for it.
Hey, Tryphon, how much
Yeah.
attention are you paying to your surroundings?
Like, the bare minimum. Enough to know if a threat is approaching him, but not but if he's not like feeling the killing intent sort of thing, he's not paying much attention to it.
So rather suddenly after the discharge of electricity and lightning searing a tree, from another tree on the opposite side, you just hear, "As far as I'm concerned, you're doing it wrong."
Yeah, he does not so much flinch, but he does jolt a little bit as he turns to look at the tree. It's just like, that's why I'm practicing.
Well, yes. Practice is all well and good, but do you know how you fight with your weapon? And he's just leaning up against one of the trees with his arms crossed over his chest. And he's wearing the same outfit he was some days prior. Maybe a different shirt. Maybe a different... Like, he keeps up on his clothes. One of the things that you know about him, Tryphon, is that he's very particular about the way he looks. But you literally cannot tell what class he is right now. Because of he's not wearing the tracking gear, the magical called. He's wearing like outfits that have been made or tailored or given to him. So it doesn't change. You don't know what he is right now. And he just stands there and so, do you know how you fight with your weapon, or how your weapon fights with you?
He frowns for a moment before looking down at the glaive and just... I follow instinct more than anything.
Well, what's your instinct tell you when you're copying somebody else's movements? Because all I saw there was Izanani, and you're not Izanani, as far as I know. And he tilts his head.
That does get a bit of a snort as he pulls the weapon out of the ground and stares at the blade for a few moments. He just thinking. And he's going to attempt to summon the storm cloud again. But instead of just like slicing his hand against the blade of the glaive, he more runs his thumb along the length of it instead. Almost like he's trying to avoid being cut by it, but it's still enough to draw blood. And he... After he draws the blood on the blade, he's just sort of holds it out like he's finding a focal point to put the cloud instead.
All right. So you're looking, drawing along the edge. Describe that one more time for me. I will add little details to it.
He runs his thumb along the edge, not trying to spill as much blood as he did when cutting his hand, but still drawing blood that sort of coats the edge.
Give me an Arcana check with advantage.
Okay. I swear to God, if I get cucked by my dice again. 15.
You feel the cumulus rise, but not enough of the electricity. Take.
No survival roll?
No, you drew. It's a small cut, basic 1
Okay.
point of damage.
Alright.
You expressed that it wasn't deep, but it was enough to cut onto the skin and draw some blood. That's 1 point of damage. So you take that, and you can feel the cumulus kind of... It's kind of like putty. It can either stick to the blade or stick to your hand. So give me a sleight of hand real quick. And where do you want it to stick? Do you want it to stick to your hand or your blade?
Stick to the blade. 7.
So it's...
The dice fucking hate me today.
No. It's not perfect. It takes you a while. What should be a fluid motion you have to knead and extend a little bit. I described it as putty. Imagine putty against a hot knife, the smoke billowing off. But there is now a small cloud that is tip, dripping with rain against your blade.
Okay.
Orlain's been watching
he-
this entire time.
Does Orlain have opinions?
When does he not, is the question.
Are
He's,
they appropriate opinions?
why do you think he's quiet?
Cool. Tryphon, you have now coated your blade in rainwater, in a rain cloud. What's the first thing you do?
He watches it for a moment before he basically moves the blade, like guiding the rain along a path, almost like he's practicing using it to water something.
So sort of almost like, I'd say the way that would have been done is almost, because you are satyr and Fae kin, it would be an innate nature of almost like a rain dance, sort of.
Okay.
So it is, you are guiding the blade close to the ground, and it drip, 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 drip. A little bit more as you continue to go. No matter as the rainwater falls on you or hits you, it just flows along. And you continue this polearm sort of rain dance, as if you are letting the weapon, the glaive itself, stretch its legs, get the full extent of this gentle rather than thunderous use. And before long, it does not fall when it is close to you, and heavy drizzle when it is at 10 feet away from you. Sort of like the rain dance now begins to mimic Izanani's training and sort of like this Shaolin monk style movements. And little by little, even through the ruptured ground that you made, little plants begin to start watering and showing and appearing. Please.
He does. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this is my last thing. Please add a note to your personal. If you do not have weapon notes, I suggest you guys make them, because Tryphon is a perfect example of talking to the leaders and talking to the owners and figuring out new shit. Add the Hemocraft rain dance to your thing. We will talk about it and build it later on, but it is essentially a healing Hemocraft.
All right. I've got it added.
All right, cool. We'll continue.
He does, as he's making these movements, glance towards the tree that he sort of fucked up. And he will make his way over there with the rain cloud to water it a bit as well.
As the rain drizzles in the cracks and all this, still keeping up, as you sort of like stop dancing and try to use it more as like a natural garden, almost like garden hose, watering can, the rain starts to dissipate, but the more you pick up this dance, the more you realize, oh, this is part of the fucking Hemocraft. Fuck. So you are kind of beautifully going around, heading forward, as if in tune with another, healing the ground until you end up at the tree, at which point you kind of flow through and it drizzles down and begins to heal the tree.
Okay.
This is a bit, but it's something he actually says to Tryphon after like several minutes of silence watching this. I didn't take you for a dancer.
Just does get him to stop, especially once the tree has been healed a bit. Just
Gone.
Yeah.
Aw, you're doing really
I
good.
can say is the most I can say is he gets flustered. Just
You're doing really good. That was a compliment.
I know. I just
I wouldn't
wasn't
know. I can't
expecting
dance.
it. I didn't know I could dance.
Everyone has a hidden talent, I suppose.
I think Jackie has opinions.
Yeah, they. Here,
Yeah, the
vanish to the shadow realm.
rain cloud. The rain cloud is gone at this point. Yeah.
Yes, it is. It has been diminished and dissipated as soon as the dance stopped. Because I did explain, as you were slowing down, it was starting to dissipate. Now that you have come to a full stop, it has stopped. I will specify, you will not need to always dance, but it'll take a little bit of mastery in-game, like, practice to keep this rain cloud afloat.
Okay.
Do you feel that, too?
I do. Yeah.
Good. That's what this rest period is for. Being stressed all the time kind of leads to shit that, I just did.
He thinks for a moment before just like, exactly which was that again?
Tryphon,
Yeah.
the glass spray.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I do
Just a
think
small
it
nod.
was warranted though.
A lot of things in my life are currently very warranted. That doesn't mean I have to do them. For all intents and purposes, I should kill somebody and not be afraid of it. But I don't like doing it, so.
Well, I mean, he shrugs, just like I don't really like killing people either.
Yes, but you're good at it, and you can kind of brush it off. I've seen you do it. You have a preference, mate. That doesn't mean it's the go-to answer.
For a moment, he does look back down at his blade, vaguely recalling the conversation that he had with Teach before, and just, I wonder what else I can do with this.
I wouldn't strain yourself.
Well, yeah, not right now.
Have you eaten today, Tryphon?
What time is it? Like, out of character to Yufi, at what point of the day is this?
Early morning. You're soldiers. You rise up early, and you got up early to train. You have an understanding from Izanani that probably meant getting up before the sun rose. So you were promptly, and I did say you took 30 minutes, so I'd say it's
8:39.
Yeah, a little bit, maybe a little bit later.
Okay.
Yeah. He's not looking at Orlain. He's still staring down at his weapon. Just, I did not think to.
You didn't think to eat when you were going out training? Is that what you're telling me?
Maybe.
Tryphon.
Yeah.
I would ask if you've lost your mind, but I don't think I can help you find it.
Stop bullying my boy.
So do I need to drag you back by your ankles, or are you going to walk home yourself?
I'll go back myself.
Good.
I'll go get some food.
Shush. Shush. We all know Tryphon's bullyable. Shush.
He does turn to head back to the main area of the base to get food, like a good boy.
All right.
Guys, we can't keep doing this.
So, with that, we will move on. Next on the bracket is 3. Cupronickel. So, Cupronickel, what do you want to do?
You said it's what time right now?
It's just about breakfast time, if not an hour before.
Okay. A follow-up question. Is there a stack of wood anywhere? Or like firewood or something?
Not outright, but it could probably be found in the use of this. This is a commonly used appliance that they use to just sort of like, hey, where the fuck are we going? What are we doing with this? We're doing everything.
Okay. Okay.
So it can be used to go collect firewood. There is no cut or chopped firewood at the moment.
Okay. So because specifically, I was gonna have Cupronickel just roam around trying to find wood to try to attempt to start his practice with his newfound hobby of wood crafting.
All right. So you can go to the city, the town, and find some wood pretty easily from. You can find it pretty easy to like get some wood for whittling. There's a number of people who are like easy, like yeah, we got these wood choppings, we don't need them anymore. So yeah, you can take them. So they would allow you to take them and just sort of like, all right, here you go, do what you need to.
Nice. So then I guess he's gonna come back to the. I don't really know what to call it. Looking rather triumphant but happy in his search of wood. Got a little wag in his tail.
All right.
And then I guess he's gonna I did not think this out clearly. And I guess now getting accustomed to the pattern of when food is ready. Voice not now. He's gonna go to the main house and start not really practice, but at least look at the wood pieces that he has, see kind of try to sort of like what's big enough, what's too small.
You have about.
Should I move my token?
No, you can leave it where it is. If you want to move it, though, go for it. You have about 3 pieces of wood. 2 of them are equal length, and one is significantly shorter than the others.
Okay. Nope. Please cooperate with me. Oh my god. Good enough. So he has a pretty good range of to practice with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he's gonna start with probably the biggest and thickest that he could find, and just with no thought or even an idea of what he wants to make, he's just gonna start shaving off little wood chips. But he's doing it
All right.
very neatly, though. He's doing it like in his. He's sitting like cross-legged on the floor and making sure the shavings just go right in his lap, so he's not making a mess.
All right. So you are just doing basic chipping and then whittling away, essentially.
Yeah, trying to get a hang of the tool and like how it works at certain angles, testing out its sharpness.
All right.
Seeing
So
which whittling tool does what for like shapes and angles.
So I'll say you. Do you use one of the one of the equal size pieces, or do you want to use like the extra long piece for your test?
An extra long, please.
Okay, so you take this extra long piece, and you essentially you test out from top to bottom all the tools. Give me a. I think this would be proficiency, but I'm not sure on what.
Sleight of hand, maybe?
Yeah, sleight of hand feels right. So go ahead and give me a sleight of hand, if you will.
Alright. 9. Let me see if. Would I have any bonuses?
Plus
Probably.
3 to that. It's based off your dex.
Dex. So 12.
Huh?
I have a 3 dex and I rolled a 9.
Oh. That didn't process for me, right?
So you pick up a good, a good like a good couple of little, and you're like chipping away. You're seeing how each of the tools dig in, each of them sort of peel off and shave away. And I'll say you like, if you want to spend the time, you can gain proficiencies in wood carving tools. For the cost of one of the other equal size wood things. It would take you about an hour to an hour and a half to kind of pick up basic proficiencies.
Raise his hand very slightly. Hey, Ray.
Yes.
Would you like to do something silly?
Always. Is that even a question?
Mm-hmm. You said it takes about an hour and a half to gain proficiency, correct?
With a 12 on the dice for testing out all what the tools are doing. From the way that it was explained and what Ray was doing, Cupronickel's doing, and the 12 on the dice with a plus 3, I'd say yeah, that's good enough to like gain basic proficiency with woodcarver's tools. About an hour and a half.
Orlain does like clear his throat from nearby Cupronickel. When he got there, you're not quite fucking sure, but it's been enough time that he's either come back with Tryphon, or Tryphon's gone to get meals and is talking with Agate right now. But he's just like over here. You have no idea when he got there.
I mean, I still have 40 minutes. I can still fuck around and have Tryphon be there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want.
Casually wrapping a bandage around his hand, just...
I'm gonna say Cupronickel is too, he's like hyper focused. Like he even has his tongue sticking out just a little bit. Not exactly like biting it, but he's just holding his tongue out as he's honed in on these pieces of wood.
There's a pause.
He also has a slight happy wiggle to his tail too.
There's a pause, kind of glance out of the corner of Orlain's eye at Tryphon.
A glance that gets returned from Tryphon, honestly, just... Yeah.
Nikki! Like, calling to Cupronickel.
Nickname already. Nikki!
Yeah.
His head immediately perks up, like a little surprised, but his tongue is still sticking out, like much like when a cat is cleaning itself and you just caught it mid blim. Just.
Is it weird that I find this cute?
He just blinks a few times and then just asks, Nikki? Do we have a new friend?
No, that's you.
Confused lizard blink.
irrelevant at the current moment. You might want to readjust your grip on the tool. You're going to hurt your wrist like that.
Oh. You have a good point, friend Orlain. And, Can I do Give me just 1 second. Touchpad, please. Cooperate with me. So, with that comment, now, all of a sudden, his hands went from just normal fleshy hands to now just scales of his dragonborn hands. Adjusts his, grip and goes back to it.
What are you making?
I don't know yet. I'm just trying out the things. See what does what, I guess, is the best way I can try to explain.
No, you're right. That is how you phrase that. You're testing out your items. You're testing out your tools.
He says with a little nod. A rather eager nod. I'm just like, yes, I'm doing this. A child.
Have you ever done wood carving before?
No. I haven't had many hobbies. It was suggested to take up a hobby, so...
Having a hobby is a good thing.
And I mean, everyone starts somewhere.
That's true. What made you choose wood carving? What made you choose wood carving?
He gets just a little awkward and now and kind of mumbles his my heroic spirit. Mumbleville.
Hello, Nine. Any particular reason why?
She said that she did, what was it? Wood cutting, like with an axe, and he does like a little demonstration with like his hands, like palm up, while the other one is like chopping at the hand that is palm up.
He nods again.
So I thought maybe not wood cutting, but wood sculpting would be neat. Because I always found chess pieces interesting. And how they get those tiny little details in them.
He smiles a little bit. I'm glad to see you're coming out of your shell.
Out of character comment. Certainly faster than Tryphon.
With that, Cupronickel's gonna give him a big goofy grin, but his tongue is still sticking out.
Tryphon's just watching them talk, and then after a moment, while he's looking over at Cupronickel, just slowly sticks his tongue out back at Cupronickel.
He just gets a head tilt like, wait a minute. Like, he doesn't realize that his tongue is out. It's just something that he tends to do when he gets hyper-focused. Just tongue out.
There's a playful eye roll at both of you.
And Tryphon does, after a moment, he stops sticking his tongue out and just smiles.
Oh, you boys both
He's-
done.
I don't know what you mean. I wasn't doing anything.
Cupronickel's just confused and keeps tilting his head like, done with what?
You're not even gaslighting me at this point. You're just being dumb.
Is Cupronickel looking at Tryphon?
He keeps changing his glance to both of them since they've both been actively talking to him, so he like doesn't know who to focus on.
When he
So
looks at oh, sorry, continue.
So his gaze just keeps changing to whoever talks.
Yeah. No, when Cupronickel does look in Tryphon's direction again, Tryphon will reach up and just sort of tap a finger against his mouth, seeing if Cupronickel will imitate it.
He's tempted to, but he's still curious of just like what exactly is going on. Like his hand keeps reaching up to tap his hanging tongue, but it isn't actually, because he's like, what?
He'll
He's
do it
already-
again.
What was that?
Tryphon tapped his mouth again.
Yeah.
I guess Cupronickel's gonna actually like. He does actually touch his face and then quickly touches his tongue. He's like, ugh.
That gets a snort out of Tryphon.
Have either of you
He just
boys
starts-
eaten?
I was taking care of my hand first, and he holds up the bandaged hand.
I knew breakfast was gonna be soon, so I figured I would situate myself in here. And he does like a little wiggle in his little seated spot on the floor.
Alright, do you want me to go check up on that?
Is breakfast already being made?
From what I can hear, yes.
And I can smell, honestly.
And cute Cupronickel like immediately starting to sniff the air. He's like, If it's not trouble,
Why would it be trouble?
just awkwardly blanks and kind of he says, well, considering the last few times that others have been in the kitchen and there's been awkward, because he himself doesn't know if there are like actual fights or not, or just grew tension from the last other sessions when Orlain was up in the kitchen.
One of those was Tryphon's fault.
And then the other time with water catching on fire.
There's a pause. I don't think there's anything to be concerned about, because I hear Agate. Agate is a very good cook. Just as stubborn as me, I'm afraid. Both of us can't be up there at once. Nothing will get done. We will argue the entire time. But I can check up on the status of breakfast.
Then if you don't mind, friend Orlain.
Goes. And kind of hops down from the perch that he situated himself on. Like, very, like, not a single essence of him could be perceived as straight by the way he was sitting in the chair.
I don't think any of them could count as straight, honestly.
I mean, there's one NPC we know.
Who?
Rook!
I was making a joke. Not Rook.
Rook is the canonical only straight man you guys know!
Oh, so
Jack,
you're
you do not know Jack's sexuality! Nor if he is a man or not! Rook is a for sure guy, and the only person he's shown interest in is Jacqueline!
I was making a
yes, but
What about Rockrin though? He's confirmed a dad.
awful.
He's-
the Fenglin, the girl you met, said that her daddy's dad was the one who she was looking for. It's a
Okay.
full Orlain and Mork situation right there.
So I was actually making a kind of a half joke about Noctis.
Oh, fuck, that's right, he's straight.
He's
passing.
not. He's straight
I said
passing at
half.
best.
So with that, leaving Tryphon and Cupronickel to their devices, Orlain moving up to go check on breakfast.
He calls
Put a
out
harness
before
on
he
Jack.
he calls out before he gets to the staircase of Agate.
just the immediate head poke out, like through the door. Yeah.
What? It's stairs.
I'm assuming the stairs don't lead directly into the kitchen.
They do.
There's no like doorway. There's no.
It's a spiral staircase. You can't have a doorway on a spiral staircase without it being an issue because of how the stairs are set. It would have to be spiral staircase, a place for you to stand, a door that opens into the kitchen, and that would be where the door is.
What about the just having the doorway frame, like an open kitchen?
Yeah. Okay,
That's what I've been.
Fair
That's
enough.
what I've been assuming.
Fair enough. That works. That works.
Yeah, just the head poke, looking down the stairs. Yeah.
Can I come up and check on how
Would-
breakfast is going?
Be my guest. Food's almost ready.
As Orlain ascends the stairs to go check, we change our point of view, because I did silently roll this a little bit, and I have it set up before me. We change our view to... Where would we find Aurelia right now? Tala?
I don't know, outside somewhere.
Alright. Go ahead and put her outside. Is she feeding... Important question. Is she feeding the baby before she gets her own food? Or is she finding the baby?
Probably feeding the baby.
So that's the token will be right over here. As you are feeding the child, you know, the bird nom 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 noises. Yeah. You kind of hear a door open and close. And through the thumps and the stare from the large woman that, you know, has to crouch and finagle her way through doorways, she is staring at you over this cart.
Looks up from the baby, head tilt. Can I help you, Izanani?
Do you need help?
No, I think I have this.
Hopper told us about the talk he had with you. How you feeling?
fine.
All right. What are you feeding that baby? Don't make him fat.
I am feeding him meat because he is an owl bear.
Don't be making that baby fat. You remember to give him veggies?
Yes.
Owlbears are omnivores.
Yes.
She's staring at you, staring at the baby who's going, munch, tear, munch, tear, munch, tear. No, 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 no. Gives you one eye squint and just like, are you okay? You feel tense right now for some reason, and I'm worried about you.
Absolutely baffled expression.
What? Can I not worry about you? You were a good fighter. We had good skirmishes. You're a good fighter. I respect that.
Yeah, it's just still kind of odd to hear you say you're worried.
Of course I'm worried. You're Hopper's student. You're pretty much very, very inclined to him. He
Inclined?
worries. Yeah, like a... What is it called? An uncle. You've made him an uncle, and now we have to deal with his worries.
I think you did that to him when you invited him into your vague hand gestures relationship.
Oh, we didn't invite him.
Then what, did you adopt him? What's going on there?
Do you want to know that story?
Absolutely not. Don't tell me.
It's not. Why does everyone always assume it's going to be a bad story? It's not a bad story.
Cannot have shit.
Less,
What?
I think it's bad, and more, I don't need more details about certain aspects of Hopper's personal life. He's happy. That's good enough right now.
What about you? Are you happy?
Eh.
And thus we are here.
And here is the where exactly.
Reasons we're worried. You should be happy. Not telling you to be happy. I'm saying that you should be able to be happy.
I mean, yes, there are moments when I'm happy. It's just sort of overall, I'm displeased with the state of things.
Like?
There's this sort of like pause, like, what? Are you kidding me? I think it would be obvious. And she just vaguely gestures and goes, because people who believe they're better than everyone else are functionally eating other people to be immortal? Like,
Oh yeah, no, that sucks. Thought you were putting a stop to that.
I mean, we're trying?
Have you saved anybody?
Great question.
You want the answer for it?
I mean, I hope we have.
Points to herself. Points in the direction of the house she just came from. I'm one, there's two in there. That's 3 confirmed people you saved. I think that's a good start. There's also...
You want to put
and
Hopper in the
begin-
house then? Because he's by the river still.
Look, shut. Putting him in the pool because you said that. She begins to list off all the soldiers that were under her. By name, rank, what they did, what they preferred, and she gives you the entire list of everybody in her faction that you saved. You can stop me at any time. There's Tommy, Ren, Absol. I can't think of a bunch of fucking random names, so I'm just saying names off into my head first. So
I think you
just like
said a
that.
Pokemon there.
I absolutely did. I also said Mira's old name. I said Tommy, I said Mira's old name, and then I said Absol.
Get help.
No!
You do make a decent point.
Yeah, I do that more than you all assume.
I mean, I have to ignore muted VC for a second.
Just click onto the session channel itself.
I mean, I don't assume you don't make good points. You were the leader of your camp for a reason.
And from what I heard, you claimed leader status of the group. De facto or not.
I mean,
Do you want to be?
somebody should be.
But should it be you? Do you want it to be you?
I think anybody who wants to be in charge should be questioned. But I can. I think I can do it.
Do you know a good way to start?
Orlain said tiny frog in a jar. Let me out. Anyways.
Why are you still looking at the muted VC? You should be focusing on
Because
me right now. Hun. Bad.
Aurelia will sort of shrug at Izanami.
No. No shrugging. Those shoulders should not move. Head, yes, or head, no.
Head, I don't know. Does that work?
Head, figure it out. If you want to be leader, you can't be confused. That's one of the things. Look at me. What am I missing?
At least one limb and an eyeball?
2 limbs and an eyeball. You know, I lost them. I'm gonna be legit right now. Tala, I need you in session. I need you in focusing on the session thing and ignoring me to VC. It's killing you. I
It's really funny
trying to
though. I
I
love
know
my
it's so funny.
friends.
It's adorable. You can focus on it whenever it comes time. But
Okay, I'm good.
okay. She looks at you and she just goes, I got these because I was rash. I took on a guy who could summon a motorcycle and he blew off my arm and ruined one of my eyes. I lost my leg to a bear trap. I got hurt because I made mistakes. Do you know who didn't get hurt?
Your
My
people?
team. Exactly. Yeah. When you're by yourself, you can take as long as you want. When you're going to lead somebody, lead some people, you can't be an I don't know person. You got to be thinking. You got to think fast. You got to think quick. You got to be on top of everything. Now, no shrugs, no head I don't know. Head yes, head no. Do you want to be in charge? That is a shit ton of responsibility, and I am going to be much kinder about it than Hopper is, because he, as you know, ran shit differently. He was bipolar with it. He'd be your friend in the camp, and then what was he like on the field? And you just get this stark remembrance of him standing sort of in the back line, but none of the front line would move during skirmishes because all of his tunes would enchant their defenses, heal, and he'd switch up, aid the healers, switch up again, and then create. Well, he was always a tactical leader. Versus, as your mind also sort of switches, if you'll give me a history check real quick.
Something, why do you do this to me?
Because I'm not going to give you free info on the other two who are not your commander. You only know experience of your own commander. Natural 20. There you go.
You know, I'm kind of smad about that.
Yeah. So then
I would have liked some of those yesterday.
Yeah. You shift over to remembering a skirmish where Izanani herself was involved. She was the front line. She was grappling, throwing. She was always taking blows. And she had healers and rangers with her constantly. You remember a small fairy-like rage that would follow up, and a sniper not far from behind, with a flick of a tail that nearly got you at one point, just going by. One where Tonros had to be your shield while your own shield was busy deflecting arrows. Something where you were a team under Hopper's instructions. You were extensions of his melody. And then you remember small skirmishes where you never actually saw Clyde, but you saw his inventions. Inventions that would aid in somebody, like vaguely you remember there's one person who's like has trouble by themselves set with this crossbow, so a mechanical dog followed her. Creations built to support and lead. There were they would throw out Orlain specifically. You remember this kind of loosely. You didn't recognize him at the time, but you remember him going, "Fuck you," and basically bucket dumping a bunch of random, what looked like explosives that then expanded into shield areas where the archers would advance and then be protected as they fired outward. Every commander had a different tactical style. It is not something that is copy and paste. You catch this in your mind, you remember this, you feel this. Every leader goes down a separate path. Rarely do they go down the same, and even then, it is not in a straight line. It is beside each other. You kind of get this feeling from little Cece's paws kind of falling onto your legs of asking for more food, begging for more, giving you the puppy dog eyes.
Hand on his face.
So, if you want to be a leader, you pick the one you want to lead by. How do you lead? That's your team in there. And she points to where she can smell everybody, and she just goes, talk to them. Find out their strengths. Be the leader you would want for yourself. Who the fuck just did? That was Cherry. Cool. Cherry was Kip. I thought I really just hit a hard as fuck line for Aurelia, and Tala dipped. But
So angry for no reason.
well, I thought you had gotten upset, and we were like, I didn't click and didn't give a warning gave a warning I didn't catch. So I was more upset with myself. But she does impart with you the words, be the leader you would want to lead you. What kind of leader are you?
You're not going to like my answer, but I don't know yet.
If only there were a bunch of people you could go ask and find out. And she does not look away from the main house. Because you're not leading me, sweetheart. You're not leading Clyde. He'd fucking overwrite your mind with... Not corn again, maybe water this time. And you've seen how Hopper leads. He supports. He rallies. You were under that rally. Do you want to be that type of leader?
I can't say. I haven't figured it out yet. All I can determine for sure is that you were all well adapted to your weapons and leading. I still need to figure that out.
Then I'm going to teach you the most important lesson. The weapon comes second. The people come first. Learn your people, then you learn your weapon. They gave me a bunch of berserkers, a bunch of rangers. They gave me a bunch of people that were either frontline or backline. I had no midline. So I learned them, and then I chose the front line to be a shield for those in the back. Clyde's not made for battle at all. He's a tinkerer. He learned each and every one of his soldiers, and he made something just for them. Something that fits their vibe, their way of fighting. Learn your soldiers, then you learn your command. Also, they're making food. You might want to go eat. Breakfast is a wonderful time to learn.
I mean, I knew they were making breakfast. I just wanted to make sure I fed Cece first.
I'll handle the baby. Go. She is softly starting to shoo you away. Very much
I'm going.
Go.
Don't move as
Go.
fast as you people.
Go.
Jesus.
I will pick you up and scruff you. Come here, baby! Everybody loves Cece.
He's just a little guy.
As Aurelia, you move in. You catch Cupronickel and Tryphon off rip? Do you have anything to say to Cupronickel? I know Tryphon just left, so
What was that?
I said, do you have anything to talk with Cupronickel about? I know Tryphon just left, so there's not much that Tryphon can say.
Orlain, I think, is like in the middle of helping bring things down and set up for breakfast.
All right. So with just about everybody here, yeah, just about everybody in close to the room or coming into the room. Aurelia, it's as if the fates aligned. This is the perfect chance. What do you do?
I don't actually know how to start this conversation.
Do you
Anything.
want? All right. Do you need a little? Do you want like a little character push?
I don't know.
Okay, buddy. I got the perfect way to help you. I need your verbal permission to do this so you cannot crucify me later.
Why?
Shadow, it's me. The devil.
See, I don't trust that Euphoria.
I
Don't get
have-
put on a show.
I have a horrible, horrible question.
Yeah,
Yes,
buddy.
my love.
So
What's up, good bees?
okay, so this is awful. I'm sorry. He is Warlock right now.
Yeah, he
One of-
is.
One of the abilities of Great Old One Warlock is telepathic communication within 30 feet. Can he hear Alexandra?
I don't know.
God.
No, hold on. I have not been given permission to be Alexander yet. I'm waiting on Tala.
You can be Alexandra. I don't control that. I don't care about that. Yeah, what the fuck?
In your head, you just hear da 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 da. You need a better opener, don't you? I can help. Come on. Us tiefling girlies gotta stay together, don't we? Come on.
Alexandra.
Eldritch power. Eternal power. Her? God? The devil? Someone? Jason?
Wrong.
I want you to know this is also accompanied by the mental image of Aurelia putting her hand on Alexandra's face and like pushing her away, like, stop that.
So you all just watch Aurelia put her own hand on her head and try to push a little bit.
She doesn't do it literally. Brother.
I know, that's funny. But I heard Alexandra.
Both of them, I think, here in their like general mind space, Orlain, no accent, going, now's not the time. She's already having a rough time. Let her eat first.
She's me and talking. Who the fuck is what? Huh? Again, God, the devil, Jason.
Deacon.
Oh, fun, pretty boy. What's up? I thought you were still Sludge Boy. Oh wait, no, you mean you're the that's okay, I got you. I'm following. I got it. Connected the dots. Fireworks going off. She wants to talk to you guys about being a leader. And then you just hear like the ultimate Discord disconnect noise.
Orlain is just staring at you now.
I think Orlain and Cupronickel get the front row seats to Aurelia steering into the middle distance and just softly, I don't like her right now.
You don't like her? She's the one who basically disrespected everything I am. So, thumbs up.
Yeah. Audible melt emoji.
Anyway, what's this about being a leader? All in your head. He's still setting up breakfast.
Vague hand gestures. He's and Clyde are both getting on my ass about being team leader.
He pauses, visibly. You are? News to
Vague
me.
hand gestures.
He literally just goes, news to me.
I mean, that's. Sorry, I just heard a weird noise. Girl, are you good?
Scratching it. No.
Hello, little baby? Yeah, you're fine. You're sleeping.
With Ashley's next-gen Nuvella performance battery,
Uh,
you can relax. These
Okay, where did I leave off?
Orlain had stated that, you are? News to me about being a leader.
Was that not what we told Vice back when we originally met her?
We told her we didn't have one. Or at least we bickered enough to make it seem that way.
That is true. We have not been doing the greatest on the being a team front.
Why do you think I took over? Like, he's actively saying this aloud now. You were dissociating half of the time until recently. Tryphon is feeling a singular emotion for the first time in his life. Cupronickel doesn't know what emotions are real. Agate wants to fist fight me verbally. But I'm keeping everybody
What are we
together.
talking about?
Aurelia thinks she's the leader.
I mean, do you want to be the leader?
God, no, but I've been doing better than half the team. There's no accent, by the way. This is the first time everybody else is hearing him without his accent. I don't want to be a leader. I'm just good at it. Anyway, sit down, eat something. I don't care what you eat. Eat something. And
As
he's
long
like,
as it's food.
as long as it's more than a biscuit. And he just sits down really heavily in the chair. So does Aurelia ask anything, or is she just being kind of slumped over because she got called out by Orlain again?
Neither. I don't know what to ask.
In your head. And Orlain cannot hear this.
Mhm.
You hear Alexandra again. This time a little bit more gentle. Be honest.
About
Ask
what?
the person. When did you... about how you feel? About Orlain taking over as leader? Be honest about it, how you feel about it. Whatever you're feeling, share with them. They are your team, whether you're leading it or not. It hurts more when you bottle up.
Yeah.
What is the first question that pops into Tala's head?
I don't know. Can we just
Yep.
pause for 5 minutes or something?
Yeah, let's take a pause.
We're started.
Aurelia, after the advice that you choose to ignore from Alexandra, you reminisce on the question that Orlain had asked, which was simply, I've been doing it. We needed somebody, so why not me? That sort of bit.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of speak. So what is Aurelia's first response to that?
I think he thinks for a minute. Like, they're all, I assume at this point, despite what the icons might indicate, sitting around the table eating breakfast. And I believe Orlain had stated that he doesn't particularly want to be the leader.
It's just what the party needed.
Yeah. Hums for a minute and then tilts her head as she looks at Orlain. So, what do we do next, do you think? If you don't want to be leader, and it has been heavily suggested perhaps I should take on the role, what do we do next?
It's a bit unhelpful. Like, he puts his accent back on as he's kind of picking at his food more than eating it. It is rather unhelpful, but I don't know. I'm so used to taking over prominent leadership positions anyway. Are you?
Wow, okay, thanks, brain. I assume Orlain was asking, are you used to taking leadership positions?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I had my own team before you guys. I just also had. And there's this sort of expression I think Orlain would understand as she goes, I had Tonros as well.
He stares off in the middle distance for a second. Well, yes, but I also had Jackie for a while as well. I'm still doing kind of okay-ish.
I will accept kind of okay-ish considering what happened the other night.
That's unrelated.
I mean, I know correlation doesn't equal causation, but I think there might be some connections there.
He gives like a eye roll. You're not sure if it's playful or not.
I mean,
The real question
do-
here is, are you ready to be a leader? Because I can step back at any point. I don't care. Well, I do. But not like that.
Your care is adjacent and to the side, yes.
My care is for a very specific type of doing things. It does not extend to being a leader. I'm not really the leadership type. I just do a lot of things that people think are leadership qualities.
Fair.
So, I'll ask you the question you asked me. What next? Where do we go from here?
I think especially with, how much the team itself has changed. We do need to get better as actually functioning as a team. You know,
You do realize the only way you can function better as a team is if you function better as yourself, right? Miss Dissociation Station.
stop bullying me, Orlain.
No, I don't think I will.
Terrible.
I've known you the longest out of anybody else in this group so far. I'm allowed to call you out on whatever you're doing. I'm dating you. Legally, I think I'm allowed.
Legally, I think you're required to at this point.
My job. I should be paid for it. He smiles a little bit, just leaning on the chair. Do you want to be leader? That's the real question. Do you want to be? Because if you say, I don't know, or I don't know, there's a lot of things you could say that would be, well, I have to, because you don't want to and nobody else will. That's not how you be a leader. A leader, even in my essence of fuck, I don't care to be a leader, I do everything that I'm supposed to with the same amount of effort and gusto as if put it bluntly, if someone else was doing it for me. I wouldn't want someone to half-ass a mission for me. You have to be ready to put 100%.
Make the hard calls?
No. Because
No?
you're usually not the one that's making those calls. Not in the moment. You give them the road to travel. You don't tell them whether or not to save someone who's fallen down in the middle of it. You have to trust the people you send out. Do you think you can trust the people around you? This is a small team. You have to trust us.
I believe I do trust you. All of you. Gestures at Cupronickel and Agate, even our most recent newcomers.
Kind of jokingly, without looking over at Agate, just, I'd waver a little bit more on trusting Agate. And smirks.
Yes, we don't know what his deal is yet. Looking at Agate with that sort of playful suspicion.
Agate, you're dying. We can't hear you. Oh no, the void.
I can see their little thing lighting up, but there's no sound.
They're muted for me.
No, they were unmuted, and their little green thing was popping on, but there was no sound. Like that.
Oh, wow.
Nia, try resetting your Discord.
Oh no.
Technical difficulties.
No, it's gonna play the fucking thing again.
Can we put that on recording, or should we pause recording?
No, it's fine. I'm in distress. That
It's
doesn't
not-
matter anymore.
It's not copyrighted.
Oh. Here we go.
Oh, poor Nia.
Uno, dos, tres. Here we go. Fuck, that would have
Would've
been
been
amazing
fun.
timing.
Would have been good.
Excuse me.
Unexcused. Revoked even.
How dare you? Hello, little baby. What are you doing? Yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you for the kisses. They're very nice. Yeah. Yes, hello, my little tater tot. What are you doing?
That's really cute.
She is arguably shaped a bit like a tater tot.
That's even cuter.
Yeah. Yeah, you're my tater tot. My little lady. Okay.
I just see Aurelia. I just see Aurelia doing this to like Cece whenever this happens.
Go lay down. Yeah, you're okay. Go lay down.
Hmm?
I think Ray says
Is that good?
I was trying to ask to give the fur baby the kisses.
Oh, of course. She has gotten so many kisses.
Oh, babies deserve kisses.
She's just a baby.
Yes, hi, Lucy. She immediately perked her head up at babies.
Lucy says, hello, yes, I am also the baby.
She knows she's the baby. It's what I greet her every time I get home.
Is
Well,
is that the fairy from Legend of Zelda?
speechless?
Good.
Yeah, you're good. Go.
Okay. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Do
Oh,
you remember the last words that were said to you?
we were being playfully suspicious of Agate, and Aurelia said, that is true. We don't know what his deal is yet.
Right. He's just like in the middle of crunching on an apple. Just crunch munch. Just pauses. Do I have to have a deal? I'm still getting used to the idea that I have a weapon.
You also have an amulet that talks to you. You have a deal, whether you want to admit it right now or not.
It's not. Listen. My lady likes to talk to me. I talk back. That doesn't make me crazy. That doesn't mean I have a deal. Well, not.
Shut your mouth.
Right, yes. It just goes back to crunching on the apple.
Bombastic side eye.
To Orlain. Well, I might not trust him to tell the whole truth right now, but I trust him not to actively stab me in the back during a fight.
True enough.
Both of you just have a vivid flashback to. Do you want to be redeemed to two fucking golems?
don't think Aurelia was there for that fight.
Aurelia
Yeah.
was there.
No, Aurelia
Orlain
came in
was-
at the tail end.
Ah,
Yeah, that's when that happened.
Mm.
Alright.
So Orlain remembers it, and it's just good grief. Okay, I'm not all that hungry, going to be real.
Like you tell us, eat something.
I've been picking at the food.
Have you eaten more than what would be contained in a biscuit?
Roughly.
Eat a little more.
Fine. He just like eat a little bit more, but for anybody who understands this, he gets an expression on his face after a few more bites of like, if I do genuinely eat anymore, I will die.
You will perish.
Not in a like, I'm going to throw up way, but like, just if I cannot, I will die.
there's other ways.
Pardon me?
There's other ways in which to like perish from eating too much.
It's actually quite upsetting. He hasn't ate much on his plate. But he does stand up, regardless. So, like, he followed his own word begrudgingly of eating more than a biscuit worth. And he's just like, I'm going to head out and do something else.
Aurelia.
Euphoria.
As Elaine begins to sort of finish up their meal and say that they're going to head out, it's as if all the voices you heard just come back and be like, first part, first lesson, learn the soldiers.
Pauses, looks at Orlain. Do you mind if I came with you?
So, aren't you eating?
Puts an apple in in her pocket and like picks up whatever she had left on her plate. Went, I can walk and eat.
Absolutely not. Sit.
Absolutely not.
You're going to get sick.
I am not going to get sick.
You're going to get sick.
I am not going to get sick.
You are. You keep
Am
talking.
not.
You're going to argue with me, the one who understands the human body a little bit too much. Your humanoid body, I suppose.
In this particular instance, yes.
Alright. Alright. If you throw up, I'm not holding your hair back.
I'm not going to throw up.
You're going to throw up.
I am not going to throw up. This is so goddamn stupid.
This is what it means to be a leader, bud.
No, I think that's just having a boyfriend.
Opens the door and walks out and just stretches a little bit. Aurelia, I think Tala specifically knows the sound of someone who hasn't stretched the entire morning despite having woken up early, and your entire back goes, hey, you want to die?
That's the best feeling in the world, though.
For
He
some.
sounds briefly like Rice Krispies.
Yeah. Unfortunately for everybody past the door, you swear you hear a suggestive noise. It's bad here, guys. Orlain shouldn't be here anymore. He's just everything he does is an illegal Geneva Convention move at some point.
You sure Lane isn't Canadian?
Starting to feel like it.
He's canonically Egyptian. I've looked into the history of Egypt. God forbid.
Ugh. Their war crimes just aren't as modern. Anyway.
Oh.
Why
He
are
gets
you looking
creative.
for modern crimes.
Orlain, however, is just shakes his head and I don't even know where this thing's gonna show up.
And as smooth a transition I can make, as you both kind of exit the door,
Mm.
you just hear flap, flap, flap. I don't have a picture for them.
Mhm.
But a pigeon Aarakocra
Mhm.
lands about right here.
Mhm.
And you catch, they are dressed in a sort of, dressed in, have the little scarf that has the rogue symbol base, and they're holding a package that they were holding with like one of their talons. They move it to their feet, from their feet to their hands. They go, "For Orlain? Anyone here
Well-
named Orlain?"
That would be me. That's the weird. It gets weirder every day, knowing these people. And walks over.
Express mail an express mail from Derek Excale. I don't know what you're doing with the kindergarten teacher, but he apparently says this is for you.
There's a lot of things you just said in that sentence that I have to process at a later date. So thank you.
All right. I don't get paid enough for that. And you see, once the box is out of their feathered hands, like a Rito just goes, "Huh?" in the sky.
Good. Bye. He has the. Sorry. He's so upset in a playful way. I'm just like, what do you mean, the kindergartner teacher? What does that mean? What's a kindergarten?
Aurelia looking back, and I think they probably both said it. What the hell is a kindergarten?
Oh no, Aurelia, you have 3 free memories, remember?
I'm
You
not
could've-
allocating one to kindergarten.
No, you could have absolutely allocate one to kindergarten knowledge. And be like,
I'm
"We're
not.
a kindergarten, we're an orphanage." It's a difference. You still need to give me those memories.
I will once I figure it out, but one is not going to kindergarten.
All right, but if I fucking get one later on about the orphanage, I will kill you. All right, so
try,
Orlain,
buddy.
you have a little fuck, you're shut. All right, so you have a little box that's covered in brown paper wrapping. It's stamped twice, and then there has a symbol on it in Derek's writing. Why the fuck do I need stamps? And then you see on the bottom, because you can sort of, as you have to untie it and unfurl it, you catch the bottom one saying, "No, I will not stop writing on the box." He more than likely wrote this in front of the person he gave it to.
Awful. We love a sassy man. He sits at the edge of the river, cross-legged, back to the main house, and opens it up, and unfurls it, and hesitates for a split second before opening the box.
It is a small, inside the packing peanuts and other box, I almost said a pastries. The other box items, there is a small wooden box that looks hand carved and branded with a weird family symbol. It's a family symbol that you have noticed before because it has been on Derek's, Shazy, and Morik's clothing.
You're gonna make him cry at 10 in the morning? Okay. No,
So
I
you
have
have
them.
this small little. Yep, you have this small little wooden box that has like just a little twist lock to open up.
Great. I think he takes it out very gently, but doesn't open it yet. He just looks at it.
So you take it out. You don't open it. You just stare at it. You notice this brand is not fresh. It has been used before. This box is probably something for you to keep at this point. You notice a letter underneath the box that is written that just simply has a weird shape D to O.
I think he picks up the letter next and reads it first.
Aurelia, what's your passive perception?
16, buddy.
Mara, do you believe over the shoulder 16 would be enough to let Aurelia read the message as well?
It's over the shoulder. You're pretty close. He's not hiding it. So she could be like right to the fuck next to him if she wanted to be.
All right.
He has nothing to hide. He never does.
You open and read the. You read the letter, and it is in Derek's name.
Mhm.
Name. It's in his writing,
Mhm.
and it essentially equates to. You are bound to one of my children. I will always worry about him for that. Granny gave up a lot to protect you and your group. I will always think of that. You wield my weapon. I will always think of that. For so much of me to always have you on my mind, I thought you deserved something to keep us in yours. Shazy decided what piece. Morik told us which one you'd prefer, and I handpicked it. However you remain in this family, you are welcome. Derek Excalier.
He just stares at the letter, reads it again, a third time. And he folds it back up neatly. It almost, if it wasn't for the fact that Aurelia saw him open it, it would have looked as if he hadn't touched it. Very, very hesitantly, he opens the box.
When you open the box,
Mm.
it is a felt lining, very gentle, very purposeful in all of its motions, and in the center, there is a hair clip. And I don't mean like one of those clips that like you hold your hair back. It's something you add to a braid or a lock of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
And you recognize it because it was adorned on Grinny. With a small little note in Morik's handwriting arcane focus.
It's what's your passive insight, babe?
That'll be an 11, Captain.
Absolutely not. He is nope. Nothing's off. Nope. Keys.
No.
What? Nope.
Make
Damn
an
it.
insight check.
I was gonna ask, then can I active insight
Awful.
for boyfriend?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
What do you hear? Can I roll deception?
Stop it! Don't bully her.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Absolutely not. We don't see shit.
I just saw the briefest number 2 before it went away.
I
I'm
got
gonna
a
see how bad
+1
it
to
is.
that.
It's a natural 1.
Oh,
Aurelia.
it sure was.
Aurelia, it is. Yeah, Aurelia. Orlain seems to be taking their time with this one. Something is being felt. Something is being here, but Aurelia, you can only clock that they're taking their time.
Something is happening here. Just gonna scoot closer and just sort of like chaos. That's what, Tryphon. Just sort of like gently lean on him and just go, "You good?"
He takes a moment to breathe, and I'm all right. I'm all right. He's not going to physically clock the fact that he's the terminology of bonded, because he's fully aware at this point that Morik can clock all the sentimentality over the bond. He's having a moment. He's like, I'm good. I'm having a great day. This is a good day. It's great. Don't look at me.
Regrettably, you are being looked at.
I need to do my hair differently. And probably for the foreseeable future. That's all. I'm thinking of how to put up my hair for the foreseeable future.
Would you like a hand with that?
Yes. But respectfully not from you.
I see.
And he kind of cracks a smirk / grin and goes, regressively, your commander seems very good with my hairstyles. It's better than Clyde's, and that's saying something. I'm biased. I know this. I can clock it. He's better than Clyde. It's freaky.
All right.
That being said, I have to figure out a way to explain to Clyde, my wonderful dad, that I haven't really slept all night.
You say that like he's not aware. Likely.
I don't want to talk about it. It's not relevant. Let me have this. Look at me. Let me have this.
I mean, I am looking at you.
I haven't
But on
ratted
the
you
other
out
hand.
to I haven't ratted you out to Hopper yet.
About what?
Miles.
What could you possibly have that he doesn't already know about it?
The smuggest of smug emojis. No, I don't know. Maybe you should. Maybe you should commit to the bit. Have fun. Live it.
What bit? Like, moves to, like, squish his face.
Just saying you need to commit to something other than what you're doing because you're having a time of it. You're having more breakdowns than me. I will rat you out. I'm not a healthy
Like-
standard.
I'm pretty sure Hopper is already at least somewhat aware that I was not okay for a while.
I can make it worse. And he goes to stand up.
How could you possibly make it worse?
But he just laughs a little bit. I love you very much. I'm going to go talk to them. I need to talk to them anyway. You go back, talk to your team. Our team.
Gently nudges him as she stands up as well and goes, yeah, keep calling me on my shit. I'll make you my second.
He visibly flinches for a second. Yeah. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I'm not really good at all this leadership stuff anyway. And he starts to walk off.
I think it was like the amount of frown that flinch got was like audible.
Walks off.
As you watch Orlain walk off, Orlain, as you move off, having known how close to home that did hit, especially in spite of recent events, you hold the clamp. I feel tighter in your hands than you would initially admit.
Pardon, are you speaking to me?
Huh?
Are you talking to me or Aurelia?
I'm talking to you. It's your scene. You
Fucking
hold the clamp
holy
a lot
shit.
tighter than... Yeah. You hold the clamp a lot tighter than you intend to.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel it kind of click and then unclick, and you realize, oh no, it's fidgetable.
Awful. This is the worst. Why would you give him a fidget spinner, you dumb bitch?
No, it's a fidget clicker.
Full. Okay. Slash pause.
You could almost hear Derek going, yeah, she had a bunch of jingle jangles. You think none of them weren't? Think they were all just for show?
He raises his other hand and just rubs at the bridge of his nose and just, okay, alright. I don't like how much they know me.
It's almost like they know me too much. The door opens. Come on, fuck boy. You gotta eat. I don't care. Keep your damn thoughts out of my mind. It's time for you to eat, pussy boy. Come on. We're going. We're moving. It's moving time. Come on.
He
You just
stops,
see
like,
Hopper.
he stops just on the side of the walkway, just like, should I come back later?
No, I need your help. Grab his feet. And you see him move to lay Clyde down. He's like, what? No. Struggling. Peeking
He
out from
laughs a
over
little
the
bit.
cart. Peeking out from over the cart, you just see Isa holding CC like it's one of those purse chihuahuas.
Awful. This is the worst.
And I don't think I need to have you make any roll, but you can't help but give that little smile. The little fuck. they know me, but these fuckers do too. Smile. And we move to our last scene of the session. Back inside. With Agate. What do you want to do, bud? What are you doing? Now that food has been had, everybody seems to be talking and doing new skills. What do you do?
I think I'm gonna go back up to the kitchen. Just while everyone else is distracted doing their own thing.
Alright. You move to the kitchen. Climbing up the stairs, you pass through the doorway that has no door, and you get to the kitchen. For you, it's still kind of dirty, could use a bit of cleaning, especially after all the cooking that was done.
Yeah. So, and then he's just gonna start on the cleaning process. Make sure everything looks nice and tidy. Occasionally, like checking in with the gemstone.
You get no response from the gemstone. You go to make a... What do you reach out with... What do you reach out with to try to ask the gemstone something?
Is there any particular reason that I should hide our arrangement?
Are you sure they're ready to know about the arrangement? Slane seems to be keeping quite the eye on one of them. Helmdeer seems to have wrapped his grasp around the other one. Do you think they're ready?
I don't know if they will ever be ready.
Well, they must be at some point.
Naturally.
No one remains unready. And then the doo-doo call ends. What does Agate do?
Just continues cleaning up before, I guess, trying to speak to his weapon. Just sitting like at the top of the stairs.
So you begin sitting at the top of the stairs, and you how do you try to communicate with your weapon? Because you didn't ask Tryphon how to.
The same, similar in the way he tries to speak with through the gemstone.
All right. And how do
Kind
you
of-
do that?
It's like instead of just kind of resting a hand on it, it's like tracing along the edge, reaching out almost not mentally, but like spiritually for whatever might be there, if anything is there.
All right. So you reach out. Give me an Arcana check.
Oh boy. Fail me now. 18.
Agate,
Mhm.
you are alone. So no one sees this. No one watches the gem growth from your wrist, your shoulder, your elbow, your shoulder, to the point where your exterior, wherever your gemstone of Genasi lies, no one witnesses the point where these gems, this rocky surface turns to gem, to ice. These different fervors of elements begin to flow through you. And your hand distorts. As if your body is back to the mud you were crafted from. It distorts into a feminine hand. And what weapon do you have equipped right now?
Jackal's claws.
They remain feminine as the jackal's claws curl around your fingers, your knuckles, your wrists, setting perfectly against and accommodating the jagged edges before they sort of shimmer, shake. Uncomfortable, not comfortable. Your gems illuminate with whispers. No, 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 no. Different, 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 different. A request from the weapon itself. Do you allow it to be different?
Yes.
Like mercury sliding down paper, the jackal claws on the other side of your hand swirl to your palm, to your open palm. The rest of the jackal claws swirling back into a point where it goes to what your original weapon is. Nothing. It sits as an amorphous ball of arcana, power, energy. It sits there, and your palms sort of jut out spikes for it to rest. Good, 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 good. The gems illuminate and whisper more as they try to form the most familiar shape, which would be the daggers. And instead, just one dagger appears. That carbon fiber sort of tacked on grip, you feel how it feels in your hand. The blade, more kitchen knife appropriate, as if giving the most reflective room it can. And you sense this weapon staring at you, as if almost like a child, like you were sitting on the ground at this point. It would be a child standing at full height in front of you. The echoes of voices again begin with a until it becomes this again childlike nature. Hello, 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 hello.
Hello there.
Who are you?
My name is Agate. What's your name?
I don't have one.
Everyone has a name. Would you
No,
like me to give you one?
I don't have a name. But if you want to name me, you may.
How does Willow sound?
Willow, 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 Willow. Am I Willow?
Would you like to be?
What is my full name? Willow cannot be my full name. I have to have a full name. Agate, give me an insight check.
That's a 6.
You think long and hard, and you come up with a person's name. Willow, last person's name. And as you're about to say it, just boom, boom. No.
You didn't even know what I was going to say.
Yes, I did. It is a weapon, my dear child. It is a weapon.
All
Give it a
things.
weapon. You give it a weapon's name, or you will damn its psyche to be that of sentience.
Is that such a sin?
Wait till you meet the genies. Have I ever told you the story of the genies? No, I haven't. Take this lesson in pride. When something gains sentience before weaponhood, it does not always go right. They become fickle. Give it a proper name, Agate. Willow is a good start. I will grant you that blessing. Willow is a good start.
Well, then what would you suggest for a last name?
Do you want my help, or do you wish to come up with your own?
I've come up with part of the name. You may come up with the other half, my lady.
Willow's Hearth.
Willow's Hearth. Does that sound to your liking, little one?
Willow's Hearth. What's a willow? What's a hearth? Why is there more than one?
At that, there is a sort of like soft laughter from Agate. A willow is a species of tree. A hearth is like a home.
I am the home tree. Willow's Hearth. Seems they enjoy it, and it seems you finally found an edge, my dear. Not from, even as a silly, not from what you're at. You are 2 floors apart, and Agate is not talking loudly. Just another floor apart. We'll get into this after session. But Agate,
Mm-hmm.
as Willow's Hearth kind of like leans back and forth, back and forth. It's very childlike demeanor, seems to think. What do I look like?
You look like whatever your heart wishes. Whatever my heart wishes, I suppose.
Oh. What? And I think these next few lines are going to be what we end off on. No, we won't end off there. I'm not going to do that. Willow's Hearth asks you a question. A question you do not have the answer for yet. And I will send you that question in private, but they seem very happy with you. you are aware of Willow now. As your blades, the mercury-like design circles your hands again and becomes these knuckled gauntlets. As I imagine you can still meditate if you'd like, but the gem has gone silent and you can retract the gems you've forged of yourself.
Agate's gonna just grab another, like, fruit from the kitchen, start walking down the stairs.
I have to ask importantly, do you remove the spike growths, the gem growths from your wrist, elbow, and shoulder, and like all of around your arm?
For the most part, yes. There's still some, like, residual spikes.
Tryphon and Cupronickel, you guys kind of watch Agate come down, food in hand, multicolored arm now. Wasn't there before, but it is now. And you notice that a lot of their normally humanoid features seem to be more mud and actually genasi designed now. As if his body is stone and living before you kind of watch it solidify back into the skin tone that he always keeps.
Tryphon's just staring.
Do I have something on my face?
Well, you did? And still on your arm?
Takes Coppernickel to pick up what Tryphon said. Just a moment until he looks up, tongue out again, but quickly pops it back in at the sight of Agate, and all he can say is did you have an accident in the kitchen, friend Agate?
No, I simply did some soul searching, I suppose you could say.
Does soul searching normally do that to your arm?
This is a new development.
With that, I'll say the day continues with all of you doing little activities and doing whatever you need to, and the first week kind of goes by. The first week, we'll say the first week and a half goes by of your rest period where you actually begin to rest. And we will pick up next week with the continuation of what you all else are doing. What else you guys are doing during this rest period? Go ahead and end session.